And we welcome you back to the special edition of the Steve Malzberg Show. John Bachman, Steve Malzberg. If it was easy, Steve, everybody would have this job because it's so much fun. We're going to get to some more callers in just a moment, but I wanted to talk to you about a few little sidebar stories that go along with these big snowstorms. I'm just reading an article in the commercial break from the Business Insider, and I'm quoting the article here. New Yorkers flocked to Craigslist to find blizzard boyfriends and girlfriends. Apparently, they're also predicting somewhat of a baby boom 9 months from today after these types of events. A lot of folks shut inside. There are some ads, not just for, things you might be thinking going on behind closed doors, but folks are looking for friends to go to lunch with or brunch with. They might not otherwise be hanging out with because so many folks had a snow day. Steve, what's your take on all this?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like I know during the blackout, certainly back in New York in the 70s, whatever, you could look ahead and see 9 months later, there are babies born and all that. But I don't know. I mean, they did want everybody to stay inside. They took everybody off the roads. They closed down all the transportation. And as it turned out, it was more for precautionary measures than for actual blizzard conditions. But so, maybe, and certainly now that there's a way to document this kind of thing with people looking to hook up or whatever through Craigslist or other means, I guess maybe that we should track 9 months from now and see what the birth rate does locally.
Well, I think when you have these types of weather events, particularly with snow, and I really wouldn't know because I spent my entire childhood between Florida and Georgia, but every once in a while in Georgia we had a snow day, and it was a huge event. And I think even in the Northeast, I had a lot of family there. Anytime there's a snow day, there's a certain child inside all of us that comes out.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? If it's going to snow an inch in New York, or 2 inches in New York, the bread flies off the shelves, the milk is gone, the news media, the local news media coverage is wall-to-wall salt spreaders and shovels, and there's the same old, they could just replay it over and over. People panic for no reason. I'm not saying they panic for no reason here, although I'd like to hear how these people who supposedly tell us that the world's going to be destroyed from global warming in 20 or 30 or 50 years can't get a blizzard right on almost the same night. Because there was no blizzard, really.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it is definitely an imperfect science. Having talked to and working in local television for over a decade, you talk to a lot of these meteorologists. You would be surprised that a lot of the meteorologists who study these micro weather events, they don't buy into the whole global warming theory because they'll be the first to tell you, look, we have a hard time predicting what the weather is going to be like next week, let alone climatologists who look out years over time. But I digress. Just interesting fodder for discussion there. We're going to get on to more of the conversation now. Marvin S., who's calling in from Michigan. Marvin, it's good to have you with us. John Bachman, Steve Malzberg here. Go ahead.
What's up, Marvin?
This is my first time I've ever called in on a live show, but I got a question to ask you. All the news media, okay, including yourselves, you do a good presentation, one of the best. But I ask this question. Why do you guys, what Obama's agenda is, but you go round in circles and round in circles, you never come directly out and say what his agenda is. And I know, I sure would appreciate it if you would start telling American people exactly what's going on as far as in the socialist world, okay, if I can use that word, okay, and what agenda Obama is using to go forward with his, like Dick Morris says, his power takeover. Okay.
Well, Steve, we'll let you take this one.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think, I'm not going to speak for any other show. I don't think my show shies away from that. I know I don't shy away from that. We talk about it early and often. I mean, Barack Obama did not have and does not have a love for this country's history. He came into office not having a love for what this country was, what it represented, and its history. And when his wife was on the campaign stump in 2008, and I got this from New Yorker magazine, not from me, her stump speech included that we're a downright mean nation. And when you try to pick yourself up, they kick you back down. That's what Michelle Obama thought about America, in addition to not ever being proud of her country until her president was nominated to run for president. So Obama came into office with a completely different perspective than any other president.
All right, Steve, we'll leave it there. We're back right after this.